Line, man.
All right. Well, we decided not to use this foundation because, as you can see, it's a flimsy piece of crap. So we're going to just put the greenhouse directly onto the foundation bricks. And as I said before, we have two greenhouses here, and we decided to make just one greenhouse out of it. So whereas right here would normally be the end pieces of each one, we're going to put them together to just make one long piece. So we're cutting out some pieces here in the middle that we don't need to support it anymore, and then there'll be like a little walkway, and that'll be it. And so it should work. And right now we're weather stripping where all the window panes go, the long, hard, tedious part. Weather stripping to go right along, like I did here, along. We've got the top vents in already. There's 4 different vents, which is important, as you know, for ventilation for the plants, especially in the summertime. So basically where we're at right now, we're going to finish doing this middle piece, do the weather stripping, and start putting the glass in each side, and then we'll be able to bolt it down. That extra weight of the glass is going to kind of make it a little bit more square and flush, and then we'll bolt it down into the foundation, and that'll be the end of the project. So we'll film more later. That's it. It's got a vice grip to hold the pieces together, and then another grip, and what he's doing is drilling holes into it and screwing it together. And as you can see, it's pretty flush and tight. Actually came out better than we thought. It's gonna work. All right, the greenhouse is now done. Happy. Today was a very, very long day. It took us about 7, maybe 8 hours total to get everything done, but it's finished completely. As you can see, it's got 2 vents on each side, so it's got 4 ventilation windows and a door on each side. We also got some power here running into it, and that's for fans, heaters in the winter, or whatever other electricity we might need inside the greenhouse. I gotta bury this cable. That's maybe tomorrow's project or something. I'm done for the day though. Lessons learned. Make sure you read the instruction manual all the way through before you do it. There's like little hidden secrets in there where, you know, before you do this, you got to do this and put this nut here and hold it in place before you attach this. So we missed a couple, and we had to take some things apart and put it back together again. So that added about another hour onto our day. Hands are all torn up, but it's done. And it's already working. There is a greenhouse effect going on in there. It's warm inside, and I don't even have to pay Al Gore any extra taxes or nothing. So, yeah, it's done. So the next project is, come, Daphne. The next thing that we'll be doing is I'll be building some wooden, like, potting beds, if you will, some plant beds. They'll come out to about right here. They'll be about this high. Fill them up about with 1.5 feet of soil, and that'll give the roots, especially the tomatoes and stuff like that, plenty of chance to root, and it's easier to work at because it'll be higher up. So basically there'll be a walkway in the middle to walk through, and then everything on the sides will be plantable materials. I might use some more of these bricks to make a walkway down the middle. I haven't decided yet. Most likely it'll be less mud, but it's pretty cool in here. It's already warmer. You can feel it's about 5 degrees warmer already in here than it is outside, so it is working. Looks pretty impressive. The center part, remember earlier I told you we had 2 of them connected together. We ended up sawing off the support beams that went in here, so you can't even tell that it was 2 separate greenhouses made into one. And the benefit of doing that is I was able to save about 12 to 14 panes of glass, which is expensive. So if something happens and a piece of glass breaks, I got extras, I got spares, so that's a good thing. So that's the greenhouse finished. Like I said, we ended up not using the foundation. I just ended up taking that apart, and it's in scraps now. It was junk anyways. You know, if I would have known it would have been junk, I would have bought it. But, such is life. So that's the greenhouse. And what we got going out here is, watch out. This is going to be cucumbers. Cucumbers require a lot of fertilizer. A lot more than pretty much everything else. They need to be fed a lot. So decided to put that in a container so it doesn't really contaminate the rest of my soil with too much fertilization. So I'll be able to kind of separate it, control it a little bit better. Cucumbers are vining fruits. There's two types of cucumbers. The kinds that you grow in the greenhouse and the kind you grow outside the greenhouse. I actually got the kind that you grow outside of the greenhouse. I might go ahead and get the European style of cucumber, which doesn't require pollination. Those ones you can put in the greenhouse, but I'll do that during the winter. But for the summer months, we'll go ahead and grow some outside. This mound here is going to be zucchini, squash. I'm going to put some more dirt, make a bigger mound. That'll get a chance to vine out plenty, get some good zucchini. Right here is going to be a pumpkin. We got some really big pumpkin, Big Max pumpkin it's called. It's about this wide once it's fully grown. So that's going to vine out a lot. So we got to give that plenty of space. Right here is going to be some watermelon. Come closer. Again, it's another mounding, hilling type of vegetable fruit. So that'll be a watermelon. Again, that'll mix with the pumpkin vines. The added benefit of that, believe it or not, pumpkins and watermelons, the vining on the ground, they end up killing the weeds underneath. So next year, a lot of this will be kind of cleared out because of the vines from the growth. So that's an added benefit. Here's going to be some green beans. Again, they need a lot of sunlight, so we got those in the front. And as an added benefit, the vines will grow, which will shade this part of the greenhouse. So some things that don't require full sunlight, I'll actually plant on this side. It'll be a little bit cooler than that side over there. Things to think about when you're scheduling and planting things in a greenhouse. You need to understand the different microclimates inside the greenhouse. Some places are going to be warmer, some places are going to be colder. The potatoes are right here. They're actually coming up already. Got a couple, one there, two right there coming up. Little plants, little bushes. So, yeah. Just put some fertilizer down. Made what's called a manure tea. That's this stuff right here. Mix a little bit of the horse poop with water, and it makes a nice dark brown mixture like that. And then you mix that with some water, and it kind of dilutes it a little bit, and that's a good fertilizer for pretty much any crop you got going. So it's organic. You don't have to buy chemicals. It's natural. It works. So the next project, like I said, will be to build the wooden beds, and then my wife is going to plant some nice flowers all the way around the greenhouse to make it look attractive and pretty. And I'd say in a couple weeks, I'll make another video in about a week once I build the wooden platforms and beds. See how it looks. Go from there. That's it. Greenhouse in Germany.